Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And this video is all about how we turned our friendship into our job or our business, which probably is already triggering a few people because it's kind of like a, oh my gosh, you're talking about money again, or you're talking about worky things, and you're, yeah. See, it's making me probably more nervous than actually the viewer.
Well, obviously this title sounds very brutal, how we turned our friendship into a business. And I guess the worry for us is that we wouldn't want anyone to think that our friendship is fake now because it's our job. Because it's not. And obviously you guys hopefully can see that like our friendship is very genuine. But,
oh my gosh, how much does this feel like an apology video?
Yeah, it does.
We're like, guys, we're really sorry.
We promise.
We promise we're not fake. Leave Joel and Lia alone.
But we've done videos on how we did one when YouTube became our full-time job. We've done videos about sort of our life as YouTubers, and we asked sort of, are you guys interested in learning a bit more about like our dating lives as YouTubers, or like? And so we just thought we'd do an honesty video.
Honesty hour, but not an hour, just 10 minutes.
Honesty 10 minutes with Joel and Lia.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess one thing that's worth saying is that, like, what you've kind of said, the friendship hasn't been compromised just because it's now our job. If anything, it's become more and more.
Yeah.
Because we were saying to each other, like, we're each other's only friend.
Yeah.
Because you end up like, you know how you have colleagues at work and you're like, I literally don't see my family because I just all I see is these people at work. That's kind of what it's like with us.
Because we just see each other, or maybe our manager or people we might be collaborating with, but literally we just see each other.
That's it. Like, that's why I'm like, oh, I've got no other friends.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it now.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's actually all right.
Yeah.
We go to the same gym. We use the same like shared workspace. That's it. We've got something going on. So let's talk about how we did it, and was it ever really the plan?
Yeah. Which the answer to that is just no.
No.
It wasn't ever a plan for us. We started making videos about 5 years ago, messing around in front of the camera.
We were just bored. Like, you know, we left drama school waiting for the phone to ring. Anyone who's an actor or in the creative industries will know that, like, work doesn't just sort of come your way. As soon as you're like a newcomer into the industry and you're like, hi, I'm an actor now, nothing happens really. Well, it does for some people.
A very small percentage.
Yeah.
It does, but...
So we just started messing around making videos, and then no one was watching. A few thousand people were watching. Yeah. And then last year, loads of people started watching.
Yeah. It just randomly took off. Yeah. And so it's been an accidental business. It was never our plan to become YouTubers. We're very much like, we're actors and we're just doing this in our spare time. Yeah. And now that's sort of taken over for the moment. Obviously, you guys know that we hope to be acting one day. But at the moment, YouTube is sort of the thing that it's our day job, essentially. Yeah. It's what pays the bills.
It is our job now, which is so weird. But I think, like, there have been a few times in our friendship where we've sort of sat down, we've not gone like, what's our game plan or what's our strategy? In fact, we find that really hard. Yeah. Someone asked us the other day, it's our partner manager at Google. Yeah. She was like, she's like a YouTube, like, basically she just helps you grow your channel. And she was like, what's the 6 month goal? What's the 1 year goal? And we had no answers for her.
I don't know. So we've actually got a lunch meeting with her next week or the week after, and so we've been talking about our goals and
setting goals.
What actually do we want to achieve, because it can easily just feel like, oh, we're just having fun on camera and that's it. But actually everyone around us, our management, the people at YouTube are just like, no, come on guys, like what do you want? Where do you want to go? How can we like create a safe job from this? Because at the end of the day, YouTube isn't a safe job. It depends on people watching, trends, everything. So they're like, how can we turn this into a secure, stable career for you?
So we did sit down about a year and a half ago, I'd say, and we just sort of went, right, there's a bit of momentum on our channel. How can we turn this channel into something more than just us posting on it when we can be bothered? Yeah. And I think since we sort of changed our mindset and said this could be a job, let's try and make it our job. Slowly the results started to come, and I think so much of it was to do with believing it could be. Because there's so many YouTubers out there that go like, yeah, you know, I've been doing it 8 years and still nothing's happening for me. And we genuinely thought we would be those YouTubers. We were like, well, we'll have a channel, we'll always be small, it will never be big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
And we still think it's a really small channel.
Yeah, I know. When we say to people, this is the other thing, networking is so difficult. And when people ask you like how many subscribers you've got, me and Leah both are like, oh, it's only very small. It's just like 180,000 subscribers. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. And we're like,
oh, is it?
Is it? Oh,
is
thanks.
It?
Yeah, but then you don't want to say is it because you sound really like, is it? Like, so then you're like, I don't know. I just haven't really thought about it. It hasn't sunk in. Like,
yeah, 180,000.
We can't think about the numbers because it will freak us out. Because if we're like potentially 180,000 or more will watch this video, you're like, you just wouldn't say anything. I'd just be too scared.
You'd just be like, nice to see you.
So we just pretend that there's still like there's 20 people watching, just 20 of you. But
mostly friends and family.
Yeah.
Numbers are strong.
But we went to the World Travel Market yesterday, which is a big event in London where you basically it's tourism boards from every country in the world. Not every city, but lots of cities in the world as well, where you just mingle. And we went as influencers, which is what we're called.
And I'm telling you guys, it's hard to sell yourself.
So difficult.
Which is what inspired us for this video, because we had to go up to people, right, and say like, hi, we're Joel and Lia, we're from a YouTube channel called Being British. It's basically, it's just us. The channel was us.
Yeah.
And already just saying it, you're like, you can feel your pitch getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So we were like, do you know what? We need to just like brush up on some networking skills. Let's do a Skillshare video.
Yeah.
And let's see what their top tips for like being amazing at networking are.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know what Skillshare is an online learning platform that has online lessons in everything from like design, technology, personal skills, health, well-being, anything you can think of. They've got thousands upon thousands of lessons and classes. And you guys know we've worked with them a few times. We, over the next few months, are going to share with you once a month what we've been learning. So last time we were sort of learning I was learning health and well-being. You were learning sort of designs.
Yeah, so last time it was like camera skills and more techie stuff. This time we both sort of decided to niche down on how to network. Yeah. Because it's one thing networking with people who already know what your industry is. Yeah. And there's one thing going to a conference at a big, what are they called? Like exhibition hall full of people wearing suits, people with real proper jobs, and we're just there in our normal clothes wearing our merch, and we're just like, hi,
and they expect you to sell yourself. So we went, and some people would be like, so where are you from? Meaning not where are you from. So we were like London, and they're like, no, what company are you from? We're like, are we a company like Joel and Lia?
Yeah.
So before we went, we knew we wanted to do some networking classes. So we did one that was called, I think, Networking Like a Ninja, which I loved.
Yeah, and then one that was called something like How to Survive an Event, and we thought, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
This is, and the picture of it looked exactly like somewhere where we were going.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, like, loads of it applied to us. Some of it, I'd say, maybe didn't, but you can just take what you need, you just pick out the tools. So, we're obviously not going to turn up to an event in corporate wear because at our job,
doesn't reflect our channel.
Yeah, it doesn't reflect who Joel and Lia are. It feels weird talking about ourselves in third person.
It's a really affordable learning platform, so if you are looking to develop new skills in any area, it works out with an annual membership at less than $10 a month. So if you're interested, go down below, get your free trial, because it's only 500 available for Joel and Lia viewers exclusively.
Also, if we didn't do the videos, we'd have forgotten to take our business cards with us, because we were about to walk out the house without any business cards.
Which is probably like the number one tip, is like have something that you can give to someone so that they can contact you, and we like nearly forgot that.
Literally, I was like, Joel, it's fine, we're like digital, like, they'll just scan our Instagram thing, and then you forget you're dealing with people that are old school. It's all about actually having a card.
Yeah.
We had 10 left.
Yeah.
All of them went, guys.
Yeah. So there we are.
We met a couple of viewers at the World Travel Market.
Yeah.
And that was so nice. Like, you forget that people are actually watching. Of course, we spoke about the numbers, and you're probably sitting there thinking like, how can you not think anyone's watching? But it's because in the UK, it's kind of rare for us to bump into fans. Or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because our viewers tend to be international. So yesterday we met 2 Americans and a girl, I think from Morocco. And it's just, I meet lots of Asian viewers sometimes. I know Lia does as well.
And when we're together, we tend to meet more people because they recognise both.
Yeah. And because we have fun when we're with each other. So when I'm like alone, I have like resting Brit face. Not resting bitch.
Just
resting Brit face. But when we're together, we're laughing. So we look more approachable, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely think that. I wonder how many people maybe see us but think they look so miserable. Yeah. I'm not going to say. I'm not even going to go up to them.
I know, which we're not. We're just like, it's natural.
Just a natural face.
Yeah. But so these events like the networking, it's now realising that's kind of what our job is. It depends on us networking, talking with brands and clients and just getting ourselves out there and working with people.
I think we pushed ourselves yesterday because we could have easily called up our manager and said, please, oh wait, she's in Berlin. We could have called up someone from our management and say, please, can you come with us? And as soon as we see someone we'd like to speak to, like, can you make the intro? But we were like, do you know what? Let's just do it ourselves. Let's just throw ourselves in the deep end. We're only going to be better for, do you know what I mean? We're only going to be more confident and more, I don't know, just better people for giving it a go.
Definitely.
So I'm really proud of us for yesterday.
Yeah, me too. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. We post videos thrice weekly.
Nice to meet you.
Anyway, we're just trying to organise some content for you guys for December and next year, hopefully making our content a bit more interesting. We're obviously trying to network as well, so just putting our Skillshare lessons into practice.
I know, and like one of the top tips that they gave us for networking was just to like sell yourself, like just not be afraid to like go up to people and say who you are and what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like really hard, but we've actually challenged ourselves today and done really well. We've got like a wad full of business cards that we've collected. So we just chatted to the guys on Brit Tours. Is it called Brit Tours? Brit Movie Tours. And they're so cool. Oh my gosh, I thought he was real.
It's Eddie Redmayne.
It's Eddie Redmayne. I was like, oh, he's just smiling at me. Eddie.
That's so strange. That'll be us one day, Leah. Madame Tussauds.
Yeah.
Joel and Leah.
Holding Prosecco.
Yeah, Prosecco.
Joel's just making today's video live from his phone for you guys. We had a cool little chat with a afternoon tea company that have like buses that go around. You can do cool stuff on the buses. Yeah, just try loads of food and have afternoon tea. And I bet you guys would enjoy watching us do that. So yeah, fingers crossed for that one. Right, to Philadelphia. Right, basically we went on the Preston and Steve radio show, as you guys probably know, and we want to go and tell the people on the Philadelphia stand because they might just get really excited by us.
Yeah, so we're going to go find them. We're going to tell them. We walked past earlier, but they were in a meeting.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back and just say hi to them.
Especially talking to people that are not YouTube literate.
No, so like there was a few people we met, tended to be very older people. Like I mean, there was a man probably in his 70s that we met that was just like, no, I don't believe in any of that mumbo jumbo.
Marketing, no.
And we were just like, okay, firstly, no need to be rude about it. Just say, oh no, we don't really do that.
Just go, not my vibe.
Yeah, just go, not my vibe. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, if you don't have any budget to, you know, work with influencers or work with people that could maybe help your business lift off and that it helps ours as well, just say, not my vibe. Don't just be rude to our face.
Exactly.
Just really, you
but
know.
Also, he's missing out because as a business owner, he needs to move with the times and know that working with people like YouTubers actually can help your business.
It can be so beneficial.
And I think that's what we did. We move with the platform. So YouTube as a platform has changed quite a lot. Like there's a certain style of content that did really well like 2 or 3 years ago, but now it doesn't do well anymore. And we used to do similar style to that, and then we were like, well, YouTube, people don't want to watch that anymore. So we changed our content, we moved with the platform, and I think that's what's helpful in business. You've got to like adapt and change. You can't just stick in your like little lane.
And we looked at our friendship and we're like, we can still apply what Joel and Lia is and this friendship to this new sort of like business model that the algorithm and the platform is showing us works.
Yeah.
So there was never a case of us going like, let's just change who we are.
No.
We would literally just like, we're really good at talking to each other.
We love talking.
We love to chat. People really enjoy watching us chat. Don't know why.
Yeah.
I was saying to Joel the other day, like, you know when we're on the tube having a conversation, we're not speaking loudly, but do you find people just listen? And he's like, yeah.
And then they laugh with us. You see them like smirking. You're like, are you listening to a conversation?
It's just really funny. We were like, I don't know what it is.
But I think lots of the time we're just putting on accents and being like,
yesterday
we were like, hey Darlene, you're right, Darlene, yeah.
And then you were like, you overheard a guy that repeats everything his friend says.
Oh, it was hysterical.
So funny.
It was this really camp guy that was so funny, and he was talking about, he was like, oh hey, where are you going to? Where do you live? And she was like, Chatham. And he goes, Chatham. Yeah. And he just like repeated everything she said, and I just like those people that close their eyes and nod when you say something. You're like, how are you feeling today? Oh, I'm feeling all right. All right. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, stop repeating the last word with a patronising nod. Anyway, we just find things funny.
Yeah.
But one thing I love, one thing I love about this being our job is that we can, for example, the merch that we've got, we're both wearing our merch. These are sayings that we say all the time, not my vibe, and triggered. Yeah. But I love that we've let other people in on that.
Yeah.
And like you guys feel a part of our friendship to us and to you.
And now it's their thing as well.
And it's your thing as well. And I just love that we've sort of spreaded the Joel and Lia love around the world.
The fact that we have brought together people from that side of the world and that side of the world, and now they're friends.
It's crazy. But that's what we want to do.
I know, that makes me really happy.
It would make her hair stand on end if she hadn't had laser hair removed on her arms. She just looked at her arms, I knew your thought process, like, I don't have hair in there anymore.
Joel, incorrect. I'm not having laser there. That's when I got the wax and it went wrong.
Oh, I thought you'd had laser there.
Never get a wax at a place you don't trust. That's another thing.
Though. Oh, no hair.
You're like, it makes my hair stand on. Oh wait, I had an arm wax. There's nothing there. Oh gosh.
Anyway, what were we saying?
But yeah, turning the friendship into a business. Yeah, it's quite a clicky title. We thanks for clicking it. We've tried to sort of thanks for clicking it.
Thanks for clicking.
We've spoken a little bit about how we've kind of done it. It was accidental. Yes, there have been some conversations where we've gone, oh gosh, we're like mid-20s now. We should probably be trying to make some money. Like,
and then finally, like the downsides of working together. Like, I know lots of you will be thinking, like, oh, can it work? Like, how's the pressure on your friendship when it's turned into a business? Or so I guess
it's just like any working relationship. Like, luckily we care about each other so much that like when there's tension, we just need to sort it out, work through it, like a friendship, like a married couple. Like maybe obviously a bit more close than maybe how you would have like colleagues in an office, because it's like we're the only people we work with, plus our management and brands.
And so plus, like for colleagues in an office, if you dislike someone, you can still do your job and get on with it. Yeah. If me and Lia fell out and disliked each other, we couldn't fake it in front of a camera.
No.
Like,
we'd have to have a few days off.
Yeah. Or have it out with you.
Have it out!
Have it out!
Yeah.
I always say that.
I'd say like 90% of the time, everything's good. 10% of the time, there's tension. And that's so natural.
It's very natural. And it's natural as two different human beings that you disagree on something. Because most of the time it will just come from disagreements of going, no, I think this, no, I think this.
And then you're just like, how can we work through this and come to a compromise?
Yeah.
It can be done, guys. If we can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, there's not any like friendship duos on YouTube really. No male or female friendship duos apart from Damon and Joe. Like, there's no.
I know. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're like, go on, give it a go, guys.
Give it a go.
We can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it's been probably quite a long video, but hopefully you found it interesting.
Yeah, lots of you guys say that you're interested in the business side of things, so let's speak about it openly. Let's not be embarrassed to talk about making money. It's so British, isn't it? Like,
it is.
Talk about the fact that this pays my rent.
But it's also a well-known thing that YouTubers earn money from it now, and so many. One of our YouTube friends, Luke, he posted on his Instagram story being like, this isn't true, by the way, because it was a website on net worth, and it said he was worth £11 million, and he was like, are you joking? That is not true. So I think it's like, it's worth talking about, because everyone knows YouTubers earn money.
Like, to put it into perspective, like, I'm living in a rented flat in London. I don't live on my own. I live with a girl, like another flatmate who also has a job, and she's trying to be self-employed. And do you know what I mean? She's hustling. I can't afford like a one-bed flat, but it's enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, definitely.
We're certainly not worth like 11 million.
11 million. Not even worth 1 million. Not even worth $500,000.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near. But
maybe one day the Joel Lia brand will expand and maybe not become Joel Lia. Maybe it will be something that Joel Lia own.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, we do want to grow a brand.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes, and we're just really lucky. I'm really grateful that we've got an amazing, supportive supportive group of people online that like us. Support system. Therapy.
Yeah.
That's been everything today, guys. We hope you've enjoyed the video. We upload videos thrice weekly, and we'll see you again next time.
See you soon.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Notification bell.
Click it for on.
Click.
We spoke for a long time during that, didn't we?
That was a long one.
Congratulations if you've made it this far.
I know,
through to the end.
You're listening to this end card. Fantastic.
I always wish that people would watch through to the very end before writing first comment.
Yeah.
You know when people write first comment,
as soon as
within 30 seconds they're like, but
you haven't watched it.
Just clicked on it.